Bang! What up? What up? What up? What up, world? What is going on, y'all? What's popping? So what's going on? Man, I feel weird because I'm like floating solo right now. But I think my team is coming through. I think they are because I hear the dogs barking. In the meantime, Shanna, what up, young lady? Gina. What up, Jinta? What's going on? What is the word? Hope everybody had an amazing Monday and got through it because, man, I tell you, what a damn day it was amazing. Odin, what up? What up, soul brother? Big Carl in the building. Rodney Brady, what it is, New York, New York. Oh, shoot. Look,
What up?
they made it. They made it.
Ronnie Brady, Fan, Shanna, Gina, Odin. What's good, Odin?
It was so quiet in my household. I came home.
Kanaka.
cut
The boss is
Oh,
here.
shit.
The boss is here.
Hey,
Wait. Is he up in here?
what's
No,
going
I'm talking
on?
about- Oh, no.
Kanaka, what up? What up? What it is? Fam, what the word be?
Fam.
What's
Fam,
going on,
fam.
everybody? Y'all got the dog going crazy?
Girl,
Mentos, what's up?
girl.
What's up, brother?
What up,
Brother?
Mentos?
What the word is? What the word is, man?
Hey, Gina.
Jinta,
Can you put her in the
Jinta.
cage?
Yeah, man.
we
Y'all.
doing extra during your life.
Yeah, man.
Well, this is what Wednesday's
So I was about to light a candle,
Go.
get intimate, nice and
Go.
quiet, a little violin, a little mandolin. Boom. Boom. Well, E, what up? What up? What's going on, brother?
Walt,
Sophia.
Hey, Sophia.
Backwoods. What up, soul brother?
I can sit next to you. Sorry. She's jumping on me because I want to sit next to
I
you.
know. I got my puppy. I got my doggy dog out. She's very protective of all this light skin.
Sit. She won't even let me sit.
Coy, what it is?
Hold on.
What's popping,
Hey,
soul
Coy.
brother? Yo, man, I hope everybody had a dope ass weekend, man. Hope y'all got some shooting in, a little something. I know we did. We damn for
did.
sure did.
We did.
Thank
Hey,
you, Al.
tap in. I just finished my my gift card.
Yo, all right. She shysted me, tap in. Bro, she shysted me. She goes, she wants to go to the car. So tap in, hook Erica up with a gift card to get this coffee that he fell in love with when he was in Thomasville.
I told him it was good.
And he was like, yo, that shit was so dope. I appreciate you. And hooked up with a gift card to get her own coffee. Man, I said, how much you got on your card left? Because she been hitting that motherfucker. She said, I probably got like $17 or something like that. Go to pay for the coffee. The dude was like, yeah, there's $4. Her bill is mad high. There's $4 on the card. So your balance is going to, I was like, shady, man. She got me.
He said, bro, the gift card would have been gone the first week.
Man, she got me. That's where we lucky we don't live that close. Sorry, it's mad bright in here. But yeah, she let us spot. But yo, I'll be honest with you, man. She switched it up and got a drink that was like a smoothie or something like
Yeah,
that.
the smoothies are good.
Pomegranate, peach pomegranate smoothie.
Yes.
Out of this world.
It was pineapple, not pomegranate.
It was peach. I ordered it. It was peach.
And Alex had the mango, and that one was really good too.
Yeah, mango was pretty good. He didn't like it, but
Because it's like that furry taste. He didn't like it
that-
because the furry taste.
that mango-y taste.
Yeah.
How do things taste furry? Say it different. It was great. It tasted great.
Hey, Backwoods.
In my opinion. Howard J, what up, soul
I
brother?
am backward.
Jason, what up, twin?
Backwards.
What it is? What it is?
Jason, how you doing?
Yeah, man. Demetrius, what up,
Hey,
brother?
Demetrius.
Brother. So I found me a new healthy snack, man. You know I'm on my little journey and stuff. So I found me a new healthy snack that I can have. And why y'all didn't tell me such a long time ago that fucking blackberries were hitting? Like blackberries. Blackberries
He
are
said
great.
blacker the berries,
Great.
sweeter the juice. I don't know why you with me.
Yeah.
You don't even like light skin girls.
All of the berries. Don't put your finger up to get one. Get out of here.
That's all right, because I got some chicken from Publix, so I don't smell nothing cooking.
Yeah, it damn sure ain't nothing cooking. I done came
I
home.
seen that grass is cut.
The
though.
grass is cut.
That grass is
Jerome.
nice.
I bet.
I was like, looks like Met Stadium out here.
No. Oh,
Javon's,
I'm
what up, brother?
taking it.
What's popping?
Taking this skill a little bit too far.
Man. Mm-mm-mm. Nah, that ain't no snob. That ain't no snob shit. Fam. That's entry level. That's that's those gimmick guns. It's like a sky,
Yo, fam.
pretty much.
I saw your holster. It's nice.
Don't gas him up.
It's nice. I saw the little button and the thing goes like that, and you pull it out. I'm gonna need one of those.
Guns don't argue. What up? What up?
Don't
Guns
argue.
don't
Yo, so Howard J. So we got mangoes in the fridge, but I can only have like a cut of a mango. I
That's
can't
not
have a lot.
true.
I can't have a lot of mangoes. The mangoes are super duper sugary. So
Can't have it
Urban,
at
what
all,
up?
'cause
well,
An apple is worse than a mango.
let's not get on that, man. So what did y'all do this weekend? Y'all get y'all shooting in, man. Y'all get your little range time in. Do some upgrades to some guns, man. Listen, I'm kind of cutting back. This sounds retarded, but I'm cutting back on the amount of firearms and putting upgrades on the ones that we got. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
so,
you gotta, slow down,
yeah.
reevaluate
I mean, yo,
what you have.
honestly, I think I'm in 4 guns for the year. 4 guns that came into the house for the year. That's not bad.
Can you make it? There we go.
Sorry.
Share the screen, my love.
I'm here.
I know
I'm
it's
here.
always a screen.
So listen, man.
Screen hard.
What we doing today?
And what are we doing today? Also, change
oh,
your emblem.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, that's
Hey,
Erica
Mike.
up there. Mike Ham, what up? What up? What's popping?
But damn, y'all don't like Erica or
What
something?
the word is?
I mean, I ain't
What happened? I mean, y'all ain't My Fly family no more? Let's talk about it. Look, listen. You know, My Fly family goes back a whole long time, right?
It does.
Now, when I started getting on lives and screens and conversations and all that, My Fly family is a collective, but people always like Billy is My Fly family until they learned that Billy was Billy. Now it's gotten so far into who I am as My Fly family, they trying to disconnect themselves.
Well,
You know,
First things first.
they trying to
Don't do
act
that.
like they ain't part of.
No. Don't do
part of
that
My
because
Fly
you
family.
kicked me off of my fly family.
I ain't kick you off or nothing.
You
you made me have a whole different name.
Mm-mm-mm.
A whole different name. Not even Alex My Fly family.
is
Remember when I
young.
was Alex?
It's not even Young Gunner, my fly family.
It's
Just
Young Gunner.
Either way, y'all.
You see how
y'all,
you do it?
y'all disbanded the group. You know what I'm saying? And we
No.
gotta drop another album. We gotta drop a reunion album. You know what I'm saying?
No.
To get back right.
You was like pitting plants on a gun channel. Who does that?
Yeah,
Go
that's-
get your own.
That's weird.
You heard? That's exactly how you said
Yeah,
it.
my
Yo,
G's
you
don't
heard?
want to learn nothing about no goddamn turnips.
It's funny
radishes.
because most of them garden. We
Ha!
find out most of them garden.
Philly Slow, what up?
Hey, Philly.
Man, see what I go through, y'all.
Ooh, now I want a Philly cheesesteak.
Hey, damn, yeah. Y'all sure y'all can hang with old Eddie King? That's what it's like. Terrible. Who the lead singer? You know, she over here.
This is a fight. Bitch.
Mm-mm-mm. But it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. I think. You the boss. She the boss. Y'all know that, right? Because I'm the boss.
You know what?
How you do it? I'm the
know.
Bulls. Ooh, we was playing to
I think he.
Bone Crusher. I ain't never scared.
Mm-mm.
She turned hood in the
Yeah, she hood. She hood.
I'm not hood. Don't be telling these people I'm hood.
Mama, if I play
I'm
Annie up,
dainty.
if I play
I'm
Annie up, you
delicate
turn into hood.
dandelion.
Man, you dandelion growing out of damn concrete walkway. But either way, man, let's get into it. What we came here for, man, is
Yeah,
to talk about. So that's the fun part, because I really, we do have a good mix and blend of people that come out of these communities and meet in certain places, and I think this is one of them. So today we're going to be talking about prepping, but we're not going to be talking about prepping in the new stance of, yeah, I'm a prepper and I go and buy stuff on Amazon and buy stuff in the store or whatever, or Walmart or something like that. I want to talk about the simple shit that our ancestors, our families did that pushed us in the right direction, that was showing us how to prep before it was cool to prep, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it not necessarily means that you're stacking up the cupboards for something, or you're um you know, preparing in the sense of bulking up on anything. Sometimes the prep is an actual emotional thing or a physical thing, or you know, I'll be honest with you, most of my life and the way I was raised up, it wasn't a lot of money. A lot of things that we had to get, or we just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? And we had to do without, and that's prepping in a huge way. You know what I'm saying? Doing without is a big lesson for a lot of people coming up. So you understand what it is to not have a need for certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know, Rodney, yeah, you know, definitely. Um, y'all know how it is.
Hey, Big Zo.
Big Zo, what up? What up?
Hold on, I
Um,
saw you up in here.
every time we have a topic, we discuss things, but I'm not preaching to nobody. I want everybody to have the opportunity to share their input. So we always drop the link for anybody to pop in and hang out with us and just discuss what they grew up learning, not knowing that they were being prepped, not knowing that they were being mentally prepped, and learning physical preps, um, to be able to survive and to manipulate those things and utilize those things later on in life, when now prepping is kind of a cool thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a huge bonus when you do grow up in that fashion. You know, Rip, what up? What up? What's going on? Joseph Harris, my big brother, what it
Alright,
is.
now, how are you?
Mella, Brooklyn in the building.
Oh, we
New
got
York City.
Son,
Are you coming in
working
here
right
and
now,
showing off the brolic arms and
nah, you know what I mean? I did a couple push-ups, but yo,
that's all that's all I got.
son, it's hot right now, B. I'm not fronting, B. It's hot.
Yeah.
And-
bro, what the fuck?
With Brady?
Oh shit, who ate the snacks?
You know, I ate all my blackberries just that quick, man. Damn.
Yo, but people,
Bye, Felicia.
if you guys are not watching or preparing, you guys got to get ready, man. Rice prices just went up.
Oh, no.
Rice just went up because India said they're not sending no more rice to America for a couple of months. And some prices from, if y'all eat that basmati, pardon me, I'm looking for my glasses. If y'all eat that basmati, you went from $12 to $18, depending on the region that you went.
Yeah.
Mhm.
$50 a bag.
For
So-
some rice, some basic something, some real
It's
basic something.
Basic staples, fam. Like, people gotta get on their hustle, man. People be sleeping, man. Listen, B. If you got a fresh pair of J's or your wife got a Celine, yo, I just found out Celine Dion don't make Celine bags.
No, what
I was a
you
retard. I didn't
do?
even know what a Celine bag. Yo, I was a retard. I just thought Celine Dion made Celine bags. Yo, I don't like Celine Dion music, so I ain't buying her bags. My wife was like, yo, that's not Celine Dion. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yo, real talk.
Yo, I think there's a huge a misguidance in what
What up,
we
Carl?
call supply chain. Big Carl, what up, baby?
What's going on?
Everything's smooth. How you feel? So
He got the super dope AC popping right now in Texas.
that's what it is. So I think that people's understanding for supply chain people don't realize how easily one off tweak can fuck
Yep.
up the whole supply chain of,
Yes, sir.
the shit that we think is basic to run to the store real quick to get rice, to get batteries, to get ice. Simple stuff like that, man.
Yo,
One late train, one week of strike, and it's fuck city.
Yo, Billy, you mentioned ice. I live in a city called Plantation, Florida, which is just west of Fort Lauderdale. I went to 3 Publixes today. Guess how many bags of ice I was able to get my hands on?
One, if that.
1, B. Bananas. 1. I found mad liquor. And I was like, yo, bump that, man. I need ice, yo. The fat guy needs ice.
Yeah,
I was hurting, B. I need ice. Look at this shit. I'm sitting there drinking the Publix. Yo, I'm not giving Publix no endorsements. Publix water, yo. I'm just, they ain't paying you guys. They're not paying you. So we can't give them no endorsements. But yo, it's crazy outside right now, fam.
So
Yeah.
I tell everybody that you need to stock up on things that are nutritious, highly nutritious superfoods.
Yeah.
And my choice is beans. Every time I go to the store, I buy
Huge.
bags and bags and bags of beans. And I
Huge
stick those in a
protein.
5-gallon bucket, one of those sealed ones. Those are real cheap at Lowe's.
Carl, I have a question.
But
I'm a Haitian kid, son. I'm a Haitian American first gen.
okay.
B, I ate mad beans and rice as a kid, son. I hate beans. What can I do?
But you know what? You can put meat in them. Even if on the worst day, Rodney, on the worst day, you can just put some seasoning on beans.
Yeah.
And you know what? You're gonna eat that day, and you're gonna get all the protein you need for that day.
Yeah.
Carl, I hate beans, bro. We used to pick the beans out the rice, son, and push the beans to the side, eat the brown rice and the green rice and whatever. I hate beans, bro. That's when I hear brothers from who like first and second generation tell us about beans.
Yeah.
I need an alternative, family. Carl, I need you to find me an alternative. I hate beans, bro.
Who hates
Ronnie,
beans
Ronnie.
though?
Okay,
I
so
love
maybe
rice and beans.
Hold
I
up, Ronnie.
hate beans.
Did you see it correctly? You
I
have
can't
that.
hear you, youngin. I can't hear you. The fan is.
You
Yo,
have that.
Alex, it's 95 degrees in this house. It's 106 outside the house.
Yo, apparently
And
the
the
heat
AC's
is
on
hit,
72.
the heat is hitting everywhere. Are y'all fucked up with 106, 107?
Yeah.
Carl, the same thing?
same thing.
It's nuts. It's
Yes.
weird because we went through that last week. Today, I think maybe we maxed out at like 85.
Okay. So what if the AC right now, worst case situation, electric grid goes down in the United States, boom, no AC, no electricity. That
Yeah.
means all the
Christ,
food
don't
that's
do
in
that to us.
is perishable, gone within 3 days, right?
Hold on. Let me put a hold on. I gotta put a comment up here so I can block this guy's name when he comes in because I don't even want y'all to see it because I'm gonna get people unsubscribed.
Yo, you know what? He's living good right now because he's in Cali. They got the good air right now.
75 degrees. You see, I got a sweatshirt on right now. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh man. Hey,
That's wrong.
yeah,
That's
I'm
better.
all the way wrong.
You
That's
know what?
better.
He's out here hanging out with the kids. You know, the kids who be outside in 90-degree weather with sweatshirts and the
And
hoodies.
Scully hats.
But you
Yeah.
know what? He can have the weather. I'll take my 30-round magazines.
Oh shit.
No.
Oh, shots fired.
Shots fired.
Terry Johnson, what's going on?
As long as they don't melt in that sun.
Patrick Gowdy, what's the word is?
Yo,
Yeah, he said
it's,
too damn
it's,
hot
it's,
to go out there and shoot
it's
nothing.
crazy right now, man.
RCD, what up? What up? So yeah, man. So listen, just knowing those simple things that y'all were kind of raised around and shit. What's something that y'all remember from grandma's house or from auntie's house or whatever?
Canned goods, preserving.
Ooh, canned goods. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Preserved.
My grandfather being a chef and him coming to America and they wouldn't allow him to do certain things in the States. He knew how to preserve certain meats.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He knew how to preserve meats in the freezer that would not lose flavor and taste. And I
Oh, my
still
boy.
got that with me, B.
Mhm.
I still got that. Like we got a couple of freezers in the garage where we know how to preserve meats and how to wrap them because of my grandfather, bro.
Yeah.
Because when he came to the States, they would not allow him to, you know what I mean? And he was a chef.
Mhm.
So
So everybody on the channel right now, If your grandparents or your late uncles or aunts are still alive, get next to them. Get their recipes. Have them teach you something, because I'm afraid this new generation coming along, they're losing everything.
Yeah.
Because
Facts.
no one's taught them. You know, it wasn't a way of life. And unfortunately, we can end up back in those times quickly. You know, inflation runs out of control. What are we going to do?
Carl,
Yeah.
you say that, right? My father passed away 4 years ago, and I sat here in the living room, and I listened to my uncles and aunts talk about different fruits and different vegetables and different wildflowers that do certain things. Like, who knew, like, cauliflower and garlic can control blood pressure?
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Onions.
yeah, bro. Anything that comes out the bulb, people don't realize will keep your blood pressure down. You don't need medication from the doctor.
I used to
Go
years
ahead,
ago,
baby.
I used to work in a nursing home. I used to be a CNA, and
Yo,
there was a
son,
woman.
you Jamaican. Let's stop
Yeah,
stop
you
fronting,
had
B. You
about 500
Jamaican, son.
lives.
You
Yo.
Jamaican.
Every job known to man.
Yeah, I tell you, I used to do that during the day and bartend at night. So, but truly, I worked in nursing home for like 5 or 6 years, right out of high school. And there was a young lady who used to chew garlic, like raw garlic or whatever. We hated being next to her, just like, yo, come on, man, that shit's so strong or whatever. But it took years and years for me to understand what she was doing, you know, and she was regulating her blood flow. And that's
Yes.
impressive. You know, that's like, wow, that's natural as all hell. You know,
Yeah, B.
So I
Like,
was taught that
Go
ahead,
the natural foods that are spicy or and I'm not talking about like pepper spicy. I'm talking about just really rich, like bitter and kind of spicy, like onions and garlic. Those are the ones that are really, really good for you.
yeah.
Yeah, they clean your blood. Like,
Mhm.
people don't realize you get dandelions outside.
Right.
Help clean your blood flow.
Mhm.
Wild garlic, even some of the wild carrots. Most people don't even know there's carrots that are wild that'll help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And
it's
it's funny.
it's
I have this you know, I'm trying to not only lose weight, but just like walk better. You know, not walk better, but eat better. So Zach and RGG were on the phone all day, and I'm trying to, you know, bring them on that journey with me. So shout out to RGG. He hasn't drank soda since Friday.
All right.
Friday through the weekend, he hasn't drank no soda.
That's
So
good.
shout out to him for that. But he was telling me, like, my approach, it sounds a little frightening, like fucking desperate. Like, yeah, man, bro, you can't eat nothing. And he's
bro,
like,
your
fuck,
life is important.
I'm telling him, like, there's things people think that we need to survive, but when you look at history 100 years ago of the amount of things that were not packaged, the amount of things that were not have artificial preservatives and stuff like that people thrived and were healthy and lived long lives, 80, 90 years old or whatever. Nothing changed except how we receive the food, and that's what's shortening our lifespan. So trying to get him to understand that I was like, bro, listen, those things that we think we supposed to have, we
Can
don't.
be done. Yo,
We
Billy,
don't need it to survive.
hear me out, fam. I said this before on your channel. I said on RGG's joint, son. Listen, if my fat ass can go from 5'6", 310 pounds to 5'6", 250 pounds, son, just walking in a light jog every day for a year, you can do it. My goal is to get the 200 pounds next year, son. It can be done. Brothers can do it, B. I watched my father. He used to be on he's a hard ass. My father was a hard ass. Like, you know, military Caribbean dude. Like, you know, them dudes is different. You know what I mean? They're from a different era. Jogged every day 10 miles and shit. You know what I mean?
Damn.
He used to be on me because I took on the American diet. I'm not gonna front. I blazed, I drank, I got lazy. And he got on me, son, before he passed away. Lose it. You got sons to live for.
Yeah.
Son, it's a
Yeah.
slow. Listen. It takes time to put it on. It takes time to lose it.
Facts.
So,
Yeah.
real talk, B. I don't care what anybody says. It takes time to lose it. Grind. Take your time. You will get there, B. There's a joy about holding your kids. There's a joy about holding your kids, B, and building with your children, man. I'm just saying.
Real deal. Y'all see Real Deal?
What Real Deal said, B?
Real Deal said Rodney said he was 5 what?
Yo,
Yo, you know what? Real Deal. Real Deal.
Rodney said his height twice like it was going to change and shit.
So, Erica, how tall are you?
Yo, you know what? That's why I love that brother, man. I love you brothers for that, man. This is why this family is so dope, man. We not DNA type, but we are DNA type. Real talk.
Yeah.
I see you, Real Deal. I see you, son.
That's the wild part. Real deal ain't but 5'7".
Real deal not 5'7". Real deal's about 5'5".
Rodney.
No,
5'4".
no, Real Deal's not 5.
He's like
Listen,
5'3".
I'm 5'7" and 3/4 with the Timberlands on.
Real deal. Real deal.
Aight.
Real deal is definitely taller than Rodney.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
I
that's
think
why.
always
Yo,
different.
we can't front. This is why our shit is the dopest, man. This family right here is the dopest family right now. We can't front.
Sure.
We can't front. We can be honest.
So for sure.
What up, Armel?
Every family.
Good evening. Good evening.
It's about to get lit.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Yo. What you say, Rodney? Bless.
Bless, family, bless.
Yeah, what's up?
I know
man?
you got jokes, son. Bring it.
Two-way. Yo. The thing is, man, you said something powerful, Rodney, like always, man. You my main dude, New York City. But yo, I think it's inactivity and not so much food, man. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Because the food is fuel, bro. I'll be 50 years old next week, bro. I have no health, no diabetes, no blood pressure, nothing. You know, and I look good too. I look like I'm 30. All the 25
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you've been raised with all that ugly on your face. You can't, man, grow out of that.
Yeah. I'm like Heavy D. Girls who love me, boy. Anyway.
Love me.
Nah, but for real though, man, activity. I'm constantly active, right? Yo, the worst thing that you can do is sit on your behind watching these TVs and letting them turn you into a potato. That couch potato shit was real.
Armel, many of us did that too, especially as some of us Caribbean men. Like, yo, listen, B, I grab a case of like Heineken's and Red Stripe and
I do that shit every day, bro. That ain't no
Prestige, and we sit there, we sit there, play some dominoes and some cards, and we don't walk. We walking now.
Yeah.
The brothers are walking.
Yeah.
I go through a couple of 12 packs a week, man.
Woo!
I
can't do that no more, son.
I don't drink light beer. You know,
Ghetto,
so
what up?
I
Sunday,
drink
what
soda.
up?
I drink soda. All the unhealthy stuff, I do. And
Well, all right, Armel,
the thing is,
I'm a reason
it's
with you.
activity.
I'm a
It's
reason with you.
activity. Huh?
At times, in some parts of your internals, even though you can have a thin, healthy appearance, your internals are either working overtime or they're slowing down on working.
Man,
That
I go
shit-
to the doctor. I go to the doctor on the regular. I mean, not on the regular, but so much.
Armel, what do you constitute as a regular, B? Because
like every year. Like every year.
Nah, son, you got to do it at least 2-3 times a year. The reason why I say that,
I do
son,
it every year or as needed. I don't get sick. For real, I don't get
Armel, I got my mother and my father were both practitioners of medicine, B. My sister's a nurse practitioner, and they insist that we go at least 2 to 3 times a year, B, because you could miss something.
I need to up my frequency. I might need to up my frequency. Go ahead.
Armel, you getting ready to turn over that 50, man. You get your oil change yet?
Oh shit, I'm out.
I did that. I did that already, you know.
Yo, let me go get some water, man. Let me go get some water. I'll be right back.
Damn.
I did that 2 years ago. But for real, it's actually stay active, man. Now,
Fam.
I don't know if it's like working out. Some people may need to work out or something. And that's actually a prepper instinct, for real. Like, that's part of prepping. Like, I remember my grandmother, they used to just walk everywhere back in the days. They ain't drive. You know what I'm saying? They were constantly doing stuff. And that contributed to their health. You see what I'm saying? But nowadays, people got all of these distractions going on. They're not, you know, they up here watching their lives on YouTube. Having fun with the gang, you know, talking shit, playing dominoes, and not keeping an active lifestyle. Like I always say, movement is life. Keep it moving. You know what I mean? As long as you're capable of moving, move something. Even if you're not mobile like that, keep it moving. Man, because that shit is important. Keep your brain keep your brain stimulated, not just watching TV, getting fed information. Keep your brain stimulated, read, you know, be around healthy ass people, because that's a real poison, being around bad-minded people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Armel brings up
that's prepping for real.
I think it brings up a good point. What if
the community thing, that's old school. That's something they used to do back in the day. Everybody say hi to each other. Yeah. But that's for real. But that's health. And stop eating so much. You know what I mean? Calling Grubhub all the time. You know? Stop eating
what if you started a training camp, much like a CrossFit, but everyone has to wear their plate carriers. You get out running in the morning, you train together, run together. Bro.
I don't do all of that.
And
I don't go to the gym. I just live life. I walk around constantly.
Crazy ideas. Didn't you have a high point contest last time we got on the live?
Yeah.
Now you got to do a CrossFit.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you find your brethren in your neighborhoods, right, close to you.
Who used to play sports when they were a teenager?
Oh, I did.
Basketball. So what happened when you became adult?
I stopped doing it. I didn't have time. I was working.
See, they work you and make you so tight.
I'm going to disagree with everything you just said.
The
whole thing. Because of the simple fact that, it has to do with your metabolism. Sometimes older people, their metabolism just slows down. And a lot of people, I think nowadays, still have the hustle and bustle, the hustle flow on doing things. I think with you is more generics, more than
genetics. Everybody in my family pretty big. Everybody
than anything, because most of my family's skinny, and on my real father's side. But then again, you know, it is what it is. People, even the healthiest people, can have health issues by eating the healthiest food. Is what they putting in the food is getting a lot of people sick.
Too. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And we all have to realize that everybody's going to react differently to certain types of food, and that's just the bottom line.
But the metabolism thing, I think you control your own metabolism by your activity and your consumption of food. Food is fuel. You know what I mean? And some people put too much gas in the tank, and the tank keep expanding. Now, what's going on? Food is fuel.
You may be moving more than most, B. I'm not gonna front, son, because you moving. You work outside, son. You work. So it's like everybody doesn't do that.
I walk around all day. I don't know.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
But it's just constantly.
Don't do that no more, B.
I'll chase this one do that no more. I chased her around all day, and she fast.
I know it. She the cell phone thief.
Yeah, she's fast. She's fast, boy. And
so
I think
I'm out.
But it's food. It's a balance of everything.
That's what it is.
Family.
Yeah.
You probably walking 7-8 miles a day.
Probably more.
If not, I know what you're doing. And most people don't do that. Like me, I had to work myself up to get to like half of what you're doing. I had to work it up. because I got lazy working in the office. I got fat.
But like I said, everybody in my family have diabetes, high blood pressure. Everybody, and I beat the
Yeah.
bullet.
So Rodney,
Yeah.
idea.
What up?
Why don't we have you start a 2A fitness challenge? Issue it out to everybody.
Carl, you trying to set me up, B? Let me tell you something, Carl.
We do push-ups, we do sit-ups,
Carl?
we do it according to Rodney's specs, right? If Rodney can do it,
Shit,
we
there go Carl with the shits, man. Carl,
yeah, so it'll be so many up downs, so many knee highs, and
I
sit
got-
ups. And
On the thing with the
every day
metabolism,
we log in.
hold on. Let me see how many steps I took today, Carl. Hold on.
on the thing with the metabolism, does the food dictate the metabolism? Because some food breaks down faster than others, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
how many times you eat a day, and
So-
what you're eating a day.
In a survival situation, you want to eat food that gives you more energy or a greater concentration of this energy,
Right.
or proteins, right?
Right.
Like the that Rodney don't eat,
What do
right?
you mean? Rodney eats Rodney don't eat no breakfast, no nothing, son. I eat like Chinese shumais for lunch and whatever the wife makes for dinner, son. I've been on my I had to learn to eat.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I
Yo,
just know what.
I had to learn to eat
Everybody-
vegetable shumais. I don't know what the fuck's a vegetable shumai, but I
I
had to
never
learn
heard
to
of
eat
that
that
shit.
shit.
But everybody has a certain, their interiors are gonna react differently. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you know what?
I'm a fairly healthy person.
This is my crack right here. And I know this shit's not good for me, but this is my crack, son. This is my crack. This is my crack. I eat this shit all fucking day, yo.
Yeah,
People
you know
a bag
what?
of this shit every day.
I'll be
I
honest
had
with
to
you,
stop
Rodney.
eating those.
You check that nutrition on the back. They might be all right because seeds are great for the
Sodium.
system.
Now you know what I do? I wash
Not
the
the
salt
salt
off. I wash the salt off, babe.
Using this.
I dump the shit in a big colander, wash the salt off, and I put the seeds back in here, babe.
Good.
Real talk.
Good.
I had to, son, because I know what my pops went through. Son used to run 10 miles a day, military style, and he died of cancer still.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. My father. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of my dad. I'm gonna bring this up, and this will show y'all what I was working against, and me and my brothers were working against as as children. And he was very, very health conscious.
I think he still is.
He still is, but he still went through a bad time. He still went through a rough time with
But
one of
Billy,
his organs.
did he work in while he was in the military, worked in tires in the industry back in the days, bro?
He made bagels, which is a very physical job. It is a very physical job.
Okay, I'm just checking to see what chemicals he came into because, son, my pops ran 10 miles a day for 40 fucking years and still died of an ill disease, son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Hold on. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Tech money.
Oh.
Are you
Wait,
set
can
up?
I had no enthusiasm because he's counting down. That's weird.
Can
Tech
we
money.
all say that once just to give it a
Oh
good
my
joy? Come on.
God.
Armel, Deal, Fam, Bonnie, ready? Let's all say
Yo.
that on
yo,
three.
Alex,
Is this
you gotta hit me up ahead of time when you need me to announce somebody, son. So, I mean,
Yo, hello.
I'll text you.
I'm human
Tech
caffeine.
3, 2,
we still can
1. Take money.
Take money.
Who is Tech?
Damn. Joe Bob, what up?
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hey, Joe Bob.
Killing.
Hey, I
Yo,
just
little
wanted
big
to,
brother, what up?
thanks for having me in. I just wanted to say something about what Rodney was saying about food and everything else. Hey, just remember your body's a machine, so you have to give it proper fuel and constant fuel, because if you don't fuel it up, your body's going to start to hold on to food and store it as fat. So that's like one of the things that people understand, and you can kind of train your body. If you look at like some of these world class athletes and how they eat and how they fuel their body, instead of eating one large meal, they eat like small meals and break it up. And like sometimes when you look at like how the military, like the elite athletes in the military go, like your special operations units and everything else, they got like really good conditioning to where they're like very active. They're burning a lot of calories. So you have to do that. Then to go back to what Armel had said about the fuel you put in, you can get really good calorie dense foods, and you can get like bad calories and good calories, because some of your food will automatically metabolize into fat, right? And then some of it get burned off. So I know I got a bad habit of eating late, and as soon as I eat, I get that motherfucking itis and go to sleep. The worst thing you can do, right? Because you're not burning those calories off. I heard one guy say, you know, you eat breakfast like a king, eat lunch like a prince, and eat dinner like a pauper. Because once you eat dinner, you're going to sleep. And then also like the time that you eat has a lot to do with how much those calories get burned off and everything else. And then I think Billy said, look at the labels. There's so much high fructose corn syrup and everything that's bad for you and everything that tastes good that we want, you know?
It got ingredients in it that's addictive that cause you to eat more and more of it.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Well, or
is
salt.
Or
addictive.
get the itis faster and sit down and be more lazy.
Yeah. You know,
Yo,
think
I'm
about
gonna
it.
show y'all
lazy,
Salt's
not
one of those-
lazy, active.
I'm gonna show y'all
Yeah.
this picture real quick, really quick. And this is who I was raised by, and this is him like a year ago.
Oh,
Damn.
That's my dad. He's,
Man, that shit Photoshop.
hey,
if your pops look like that, what happened to you?
that's the part, man. So, that's the part. I went through my my time or whatever, but he was busy, becoming that. But well, like Armel said, he never changed what he ate. He still had ring-a-dings and hostess cakes and all that shit, but he just burned it off in a different way and created, muscle mass and all that, etc. But Armel, this is what I'm saying to you. My father almost passed away a couple years ago. As strong and fucking healthy as he looked on the outside, his internals was fucked
The
up.
heart, the
For real,
liver,
I don't know what I
the-
do for real. I don't eat junk like candy.
Nigga, you eat fucking beer.
You drink.
That shit is bad,
Drink.
bro.
Beer ain't
Hey,
nothing but
bro.
bread with water, bro.
Okay.
It's
I'm
fat.
Hey,
Let
Armel,
me tell you
one
something,
of the
Armel,
things
I'm a
you gotta
fat
look
guy,
at,
B.
man, is
And I'm working on losing the
Yeah,
fat.
I don't eat like junk food, like a lot of junk food. Like the most junk food I eat is probably potato chips.
Armel, beer's not
For real.
healthy for us, son. And I love beer. I'm not gonna front, B.
I don't
I
drink like
love beer. I love beer. It's not healthy for us, son.
bread, not either. But ain't nobody stop eating it.
Yo, I couldn't,
I
Armel,
had
I
to
could
stop
be
eating
down
bread.
an easy 20 or 30 more pounds if I ain't drink no beer, son.
There's a-
I love beer.
I'm about to have some
I
of
know.
that.
I know we were talking
Yeah,
about
man.
rice earlier, but rice metabolism.
Rice is another heavy thing.
Right.
Pasta.
So back to what Joval was saying. Is it better to eat a salad or carrots or something on the fiber vegetable spectrum late at night before you go to bed?
The problem with the fiber with the vegetables I'm finding is the GMOs and the genetic stuff that they put in it that's out of
Right.
season, and you're able to get it. So you really don't know what that you don't know what they're giving you right now.
Yeah,
That's why
if you grow
moderate
yourself,
about everything.
This
You
is
know
what
what?
happens when you
Go
get
ahead.
a bunch of guys over 50 years old on a panel.
First of all,
Go ahead, Real Deal.
I'm nowhere near 50. Congratulations to y'all that are.
I can't eat corn no more.
Nah, but for real, like Rodney was saying, man, and it'll save your life. You know what I mean? It will save your life. Keep your brain functioning. I mean, talk about stimulate your mind other than the YouTube thing and sitting on the couch loading your ammo and counting your rounds and shit like that. Do something. Get a goddamn bite.
So
No
do
way.
you eat fruits and like yogurt in the morning an oat, like your oats, your oatmeal, your grains, and then switch
I
to
grew
a
up
heavy
in, I
meal
grew up in,
protein, heavy for lunch, and then move to like salads or something light for dinner. Is that
Odin.
the way?
some people do, I guess. I don't eat till I get home because then if I eat, I'm not hungry anymore.
Yeah.
So
Bro, I don't eat
throughout the
until
day. I snack
2 o'clock in the
loose
afternoon.
bullshit throughout the day. And when I get home, I eat probably about 5 or 6 o'clock. And I chill and then go to bed. I have snacks throughout the day, like have some chips, or if I don't have that, I'll have some soda or something. I don't drink soda like after 2 o'clock unless I know I'm not going to bed or nothing like that.
So
Like caffeine, I limit to the morning.
Right.
But in the morning, I just have something light, like some coffee.
Mhm.
this is what
Something like
this is what if you want to lose weight, this is what you do. You eat your main meal, and then when you don't want to eat no more for the rest of the day, you take your teeth out, and anything you eat has to be soft.
But I got all my teeth, man. What I do?
Hey guys, one thing, right? So if we start looking at like your typical American diet, it's high in this and high in that. You start looking at some of these diets, like your Mediterranean diets and some of your diets like from Asia and everything else. You don't see too many overweight, obese people in a lot of these countries. Now you do have some, but typically they're not as big and it's not as in such bad health as your typical American. So, and you start finding like their diets have certain things in common. Lots of seafoods, lots of foods that's high in omega-3 fatty acids for your brain. That's one of those things that kind of got us to learn how to use our opposable thumbs and stuff like that. But they don't overindulge as much as we do in America because we got everything so convenient. Like in 5 minutes, I can have, like Armel said, Grubhub, all those things here, man, in 15 minutes or less. And part of that diet that you're eating, it has to be balanced because I might think I'm eating healthy, but you turn that box around and those granola bars is probably some of the worst things for you because they're processed. And there's certain oats that's not as good as you think they are. So, and drink water. You got to drink a lot of water.
Facts.
It's different for everybody because I looked at a book my father kept notes, and he went back to his days in the military about not eating in the morning. You know what I mean? He would take a snack at 12 o'clock and not eat again until like 2:30, then ate dinner at 5. And I started doing that. That helped me immensely. I don't know if that's just part of his DNA. You know what I mean? And some of my uncles follow that same routine when they came to the States. And they do the same thing. No breakfast, no lunch, a 2 o'clock snack, dinner at 5 o'clock,
Right.
tea, and then they hit the treadmill, and then they hit the treadmill again when they wake up in the morning.
I got a thing, Rodney, right?
Yeah.
Right? When you prepping for a situation for when things go bad, you know what I mean? When things go bad, you can't have these same habits that you have, like breakfast.
And I just think it's
it's not even practical because you got to preserve as much as possible. So why don't you preserve now?
Yo, and Armel, I say that because I looked at the notes, fam, and he talked about living in Haiti, living in Venezuela, and then moving to Brooklyn during the riots. Like coming back from the military, coming back from the army, and when the riots happened
68
in the 60s and 70s.
So I want to say this, and I'll jump out because I gotta get to work. So let's take it back to what the talk was really supposed to. Or well, it's supposed to be everything, but what the thumbnail says. What have we learned from our ancestors? So let's think about this. So our generation is back. Go 3 generations back, right? We come from, the majority of us come from poor people, I think, right? Times were hard back then. They didn't have cars. They walked everywhere. They worked in the fields. You know, where do you think soul food came from? Soul food came from because the slaves didn't have enough to eat, and they had to make do what was left over. That's where chitlins come from. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where eating pig heart or eating cow heart and all this, and that stuff is good today. You right? They serve that in fancy restaurant, but that came from poor families because they couldn't put enough food on the table, and they had to make what they could get last. So I think that's the lesson we need to learn. If there's no ding dongs around in a poop hits the fan situation, guess what? We don't have to worry about eating ding dongs anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So as generations, our life has become easier. Our life has become more comfortable and stuff. So I would say the lessons we can get from our ancestors is how they made food last, how they preserved food, what they did to put food on the table.
Yo,
Let me ask you a question, brother.
Go ahead, Billy.
Can you sew?
Absolutely.
Did you learn that from somebody in the family?
No. So I learned that on my own. So I left home at 16 years old. It was either you survive or you die, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I just learned as life brought itself to me.
Yo, water is important too.
That
Water is more important than food. So just drink a lot of water. Drink water.
Well, yes, you're absolutely right. Water is more important than food. And you can go 3 weeks without eating food. But guess what? Those are going to be a pretty miserable 3 weeks of your life if you don't eat food.
Your metabolism might slow down too. But
Aliens may come and
real
give
quick,
me
and then I'm gonna
Thanksgiving
jump out
dinner
of
too.
the
You
chat.
know what I'm saying?
All right, fam.
I'm gonna throw this out here real quick. Look, we can make this as complicated as we want to make it, but for those people who get stuck because they're getting so many different advice from so many different people, this diet, that diet, whatever the case may be, you can't go wrong. Eat less, work out more. Follow that format. You're gonna be all right. And then focus on, once you start eating less and working out more, then improve the quality of the food and increase your workout, and it's gonna work even better.
Let me add on to that too. What's happening, right, is that work stuff causes depression and it causes bad eating habits or bad living habits, and that contributes to it. People working in corporate America are working too hard and be too tired, so they want to sit back and relax and eat and enjoy the meal. We got to get out of that. We got to invest in ourselves and our fitness stuff. Take time, pay ourselves first.
All right, y'all.
First.
I'm out.
Fam, I appreciate you, brother.
Don't let
No
them
problem.
take all your powers, man. Don't let the bag take all your powers chasing the money.
Yeah, hey, I got one thing to say. What Real Deal has said about like learning how to smoke meats and everything else, and preservation of meats. You can go back and you can look at how our ancestors, the ancients, did it. You know, they would hunt during the hunting season, and then they would make jerky out their meats. They would smoke it, and they would do all that. So they would have that during the lean times. If you look way back to when we were hunter gatherers, we didn't have communities. You know, we would hunt and chase on the plains and everything else. Then we started building cities. We became agrarian, everything else. Started doing that. So if you follow that whole evolution and everything else, when you started eating meat with fire and stuff like that. So those are some of the advantages, but there are also some of the disadvantages, because now, like Armel just said, I work in corporate. Having a bad day, first thing I want to do is go and unwind after work. So I get a couple of drinks, right? I start eating the finger food. You know I'm gonna get those hot wings. You know I'm getting those wings, right? And then I don't do anything to compensate that. What 2A and LA said, you can do this, but you got to do this on this side. It's an equation. Whatever I do on the left of the equal sign, I have to do something to make it balance out, you know? But one thing, Armel, check your cholesterol, get your insides taken care of, man.
I'm good. Yo, the doctor said you're an Adonis. I was like, yeah. God's envy, boy. That's what the doctor tell me, yo. It's like, God, how are you like this?
You know, because
you still gotta play, son. You still gotta play it safe.
Out there that mess up open and to do this and to do that, and you got, you know, you start dealing with high blood pressure, your vision start going, and then everything snowballs, and it just goes downhill, man.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy that that goes to the doctor and he tells you, man, you got level 3 cancer.
Yo, and I have
spreading fast. So
much steel in my
gotta
body,
see your
bro.
doc, man. Go see your
I got
doctor.
Dude, I work with.
I got
Dude,
steel plates, titanium screws, everything. I broke it all when I was a kid. We lived.
Nah, son, you
Still
never,
moving without a limp. I don't get pains in the cold or nothing.
Armel, you never know, B. You gotta play it safe. Listen,
Yo,
fam.
It's
I can
blessed.
tell
If
you-
it's time to go, it's
Armel.
time to go, bro.
Armel,
Hey, Armel, I'm just gonna say this, man. Remember that episode of Dave Chappelle's show when that dude got that job at Whack Arnold's? And he was like, what happened on Armel? You know, too much of that motherfucking Whack Arnold's and shit, man.
Yo, y'all just make sure y'all come to the party when that shit happens.
nah, son, come on, B.
Y'all just make sure y'all come. Y'all ain't gonna be no somber stuff. Make sure y'all come to the party.
Hey, Armel, hey, I'm gonna preach from the book of Luke. I'm gonna be like, don't stop, get it.
Don't stop. Yeah,
Get
don't
it.
stop.
Hey, we gonna have
Life
sugar
is
there,
good, man. Just take
Rock
care of yourself.
with it.
Yo,
Be like, it's a 3-drink minimum, and we ain't validating parking.
yo, it's free drinks all night long for 9 days.
So, Billy, do you know how
Yo.
to smoke meats?
I do.
Like down to dried, so you can package it for long storage?
And salt them, yeah.
See, I don't know that. And
All you
Yeah.
gotta do is tie
I
it
was
up.
thinking. I was thinking to myself, like, if shit goes left, and me being a vegetarian slash
you met
Presbyterian, like what would I? Because me and my wife, we talked about it the other day. I'm like, what would we do?
Hey,
You know
I
what?
seen
You're
I
eating
seen
meat
grass.
again, son.
I'd set you out to the
Eating
jungle
meat
first,
again.
and you'd eat a path for us so we could come through behind you.
Damn. I
Eat
seen
grass,
Roadblock
bro.
eating chicken
You
nuggets.
get
I will say this. I will say this. My boy told me about this book about where you can get where it'll basically list all the edible plants that you can eat in your area, like with pictures and shit like that. I think it's at the surplus store by my house. But you still need your protein. You still need your carbs. You need all that. You need all of that shit. Now we talked about what I've dove deep in when it comes to the food that we consume is how they use food as the main weapon against us.
Yep.
But Roadblock.
Roadblock gonna be pulling
So-
back tree bark and pulling out
the
big
thing-
old grub worms and
The
popping
thing
legs
with
off grasshoppers. Trying
the
to get
thing
Hey.
with some of the vegetarian food, a lot of them like produce yams and root food that you can eat. Like my son is a hardcore pescatarian, but you gotta learn because he had to learn the different roots that you can pick. Like you gotta know, like you gotta pull your dandelions, you gotta pull.
Yeah, your
wild
dandelions
carrots.
is your dandelions is a great source of a lot of stuff.
Yes, sir. So
Dandelions are great.
like you gotta know, like you gotta figure out what tree is rotting to pull the mushrooms from the roots, not just from the bark, from the roots. I had to learn this from a 20-year-old kid, yo. So it can be learned, and a lot of fruits and I should say fruits, wild oh my god. A lot of wild plants produce grubs that humans can consume. You
Y'all
gotta
ready for
learn that too.
I didn't eat no
You
grub.
gotta learn that. It's not just potatoes or your yams. There's
No,
a
those are-
lot of grubs that you can
Ration
eat,
your
fam.
food. Ration your food. Ration your food. Stop eating so much. Americans have a habit of eating all the damn time, man. This shit is endless and
Because
abundant.
if you go to every corner in every neighborhood is a fast food convenient restaurant where you can pull in, tell these folks what you want. They're semi prepared. They give it to you. It's high in satisfaction
and
and it's high in depth.
But
I
Armel,
think
that's
I'll
the way
say
we
this real
grew
quick,
up.
man.
Here,
So
gotta
I
say
think
this
I
real quick.
do I think to myself all the time. I go,
Roadblock, that logo look nice. Nope.
yeah, my boy made that for me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Put it up again.
I
Put it up
asked and I
Billy. Go ahead, Billy.
asked and I received.
yo,
I
get
asked and I received.
kudos.
You didn't get one with a medium shirt on it?
Damn.
Nah, the beard sufficed. No, man. So like, if you got a Chick-fil-A in your area, I want you to do something for me. This is a nice experiment that I did. Real simple. Go to Chick-fil-A, pull in, we'll watch the line, see how many cars is in line.
Mm.
Then I want you to think how many Chick-fil-A's are in your area. How many, and the line is always full. Then I want you to think to yourself, how many Chick-fil-A's are in the United States? Then I want you to think to yourself, where the hell are they getting all this damn chicken?
That's what I was thinking. It wrote
Nah, crazy thing is, the
Hey,
crazy
ask
thing
to
is,
think how many ingredients is in that chicken sandwich.
it's
It's
hard for me
52
to
ingredients.
travel with my daughter.
Exactly.
Right? It's hard for me to
That's a
travel
lot of
with my daughter
ingredients for a chicken sandwich.
because she has a specific diet. Like it's not really specific, but she eats home every day. She eats home cooked meals. So you get on the road, like say we go on a trip to New York or anywhere, we can't feed her on the road because the food has to be hot. Food has to be hot. Cold food has to be cold, and you have to serve it to her a certain way, or she won't eat, and she's miserable if she don't eat. You see what I'm saying?
What the ghetto
That's
just say?
what?
What the ghetto just say? Most of our food are illegal in other countries.
Yeah.
Facts.
So we don't eat out. We don't eat
Like
out.
they ban our food in other countries. That should tell you something right there.
It's not a
Skittles. They don't sell Skittles in other countries.
So it's not that they don't sell Skittles, they sell other stuff. It's just like the dyes that we use, specifically yellow dye and red dye, is banned.
It's not good for human consumption.
Just about in every European country with aspartame or whatever that artificial sweetener is. That
Yes,
all. Think about this right here. How many people on the panel know how to collect water? And I'm not talking about rainwater. I'm talking like all your pumps is down. You can't get any water from your faucet. Who knows how to go outside and set up a water catchment facility or system and can get water overnight?
I can take water from a tank.
No, not from a tank. I'm just saying.
Bamboo.
No,
I
I
got
mean
bamboo
like a
trees
tank,
in
like
the
you
yard.
get water out of a hole in the ground over there.
Yeah,
Bring water.
I'm talking. So I guess when I'm talking about field craft, right? You set up a piece of plastic, let the sun hit, you catch the dew, you filter it through rocks, and condensation. You filter it through rocks and sandy clay loam and clay and sand, and you do all that stuff and everything else. So that's one of those things that we've lost, that art of knowing how to get water, because all that stuff. Hey, I'm gonna go to a stream and stream looks clear. You got parasites, and don't forget about that bear just took a dump upstream. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of basic stuff, even like with some of the things our ancestors did that goes away from food, like how to orienteer, how to map read or how to figure out directions.
Even reading the sun.
Yeah.
Making the sundial.
Yeah, so that goes.
That's a lost art in the States, man. That's a lost art in the West, period. It's not just in the United States, it's Canada, the Caribbean, South America, Central America. People have lost that inside of the world, bro.
Hey, go
they got books,
man.
bro.
Go to Ranger School. Hey, they still practicing that.
Joe, I understand what you're saying, but if you don't have one, family, nobody knows that.
But Rodney, that's what I was talking about.
Rodney.
With the 2A fitness school, like a CrossFit.
They need a 2A book club.
You come out.
So I'll tell you this.
You come out.
My going to the gym for me is a routine. So it's a daily routine for me.
Right.
So when I get up in the morning, depending on if I have to go to work in the morning, if they got us working at night, my daily routine always revolves around some type of activity, some type of gym, outside doing something. The heaviest I've ever been, y'all gonna laugh at me, but the heaviest I've ever been was 230. But for my build, it wasn't, it was unhealthy, right? I recognized that this is not healthy. So I got all the way down to 210. I'm somewhat I'm not perfect at all. Like I have my slip up days. Like my cousin just had a birthday part, his graduation party. I had some cheesecake. I might have had 2 to 3, maybe 4, but we not talking about it. But I like cheesecake, right? So I did indulge a little bit, but I had a cheat day. So I give myself grace when it comes to cheat days. But that routine of just I gotta hit this gym. I gotta do this. I gotta eat right. I gotta the certain things that I eat. I'll be 43 Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So we not getting younger, and your body wants to heal itself, right?
Mhm.
Period. Your body wants to heal itself. If you give it the tools, it will heal itself. But if you keep putting the poison in there, and if you look at our parents, like my parents, they're old. My dad is 78, 79. My mom is 76. If you look at their pictures when they were my age and younger, they were thinner. You can see the vibrance in their face, like, you know what I'm saying? Even my grandparents down in Mississippi, like everybody was thinner. And then you could just see how even eating pork. My grandparents down in Mississippi had a pork farm. They had a pig farm. Most of them lived till they was like in their 80s. My grandfather lived till he was 85. What's in the food? Like we can prep all day, we can do all this stuff, but how do we defeat the poison that is constantly being? Because even if the shit hit the fan, half of us on medication right now.
Yeah.
Where we gonna get this medication from?
Not me.
There's a lot of people on medication, like it's because we done poison our body so much. So now you got people taking high blood pressure pills. You got people out here taking this, taking that, because they got high cholesterol, diabetes, just a whole lot of shit, man. It's something to think about.
That goes back to that thing I was talking about earlier, Roadblock. If somebody had a 2A fitness gym, right? You come out wearing your plate carrier and you work out. You do literally 2A workouts, like Ranger School. But after you sit around and talk about how to dry meat, how to preserve food, how to make water. And those are practice skills. So, the second weekend or third weekend of the month, whatever, that's what you meet up for, is you go through.
Have a 2A book club.
But Carl, where would you set this up at? Because
it has to start with one person.
I know you tried to throw me out there earlier.
I would love if somebody did it right now. I don't have the time because I run a business, plus I do my day job, plus I got something else going on too. So I'm really, really busy. But I could break away for 45 minutes to an hour every day just to go work out. So if somebody ready, I would love that. I don't play carry on.
But it doesn't have to be in a centralized location. People can do it from all over.
Question.
But camaraderie, when you do it together, it's more like a fellowship.
Carl, I have a question.
It's better together. It just is.
I have a question. Everybody's around the country. Most of us are East Coast or Midwest. Pick a time. If people are willing to do an hour, because I walk an hour and a half a day, every day from 12 to 1:30 every day East Coast time. I'm not even gonna front. I jump on different lives and I just listen and I walk. Anybody wants to start like a WhatsApp chat or whatever, get it popping.
That sounds really good because if you can throw something in your ear. And Rodney, says, okay, we're gonna walk for the first 20 minutes. Get your heart rate up, and while we're walking, we're gonna talk about this. And
because
then,
I'm not gonna front.
Now we're going to a jog, right?
I'm not gonna front.
Jog for 6 minutes, and then if you can't keep up, just walk at a brisk pace, and then we're gonna go back to a cool down mode.
The last year and a half, I can't front save my life. I'm not going to front because I was over 300 pounds. I was too short to carry that kind of weight. And I just started walking and walking and walking and walking. And when I hit 248, you don't understand how ecstatic I was. My goal is to hit 198 in a year.
Wow.
All right? I want to get back.
My size, almost my size, bro.
Don't worry about that. I'm getting there, family. I'm gonna get there.
Damn.
Joe Biden, you got it.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Joe.
I'm gonna say so. Like, and everything
You
else.
lost him.
And Armel was like a book club and everything else. And Armel had a great idea. There's so much knowledge, but I just don't have one central repository to go get it. And Armel was talking about like doing ebooks and everything else. So how about we take what?
Damn, man, stop telling people my shit, man. That's
my bad.
Now, I'm just
But-
I'm just playing.
But taking that and putting it like and hosting it somewhere where if you can't make the workout of the day for today, you can go back and look at it. Or if you have people shooting, Carl has a video of how to index shoot and how to not motivated to work out, how to work out, roadblocks, just like, hey, these are the basic functional things you need to do in the gym to get down. Big Rodney's, Brother Brady's sit down there. Hey, here's the motivation from going from this weight to this weight, and it goes over time. It's not going to be instantaneous,
So you know what, Joe? I love it. Somebody, Carl, I'm putting it on you, family.
Flick the booger.
Create the WhatsApp. You got everybody's social media.
Right.
You know what? Let's do it on YouTube. I think that's.
I was gonna say, like, stream
I don't have a
audience.
YouTube channel. I have one, but I have vids, but I never posted them.
Yeah,
Well,
so
but how
let's
about
together
here-
collectively, because we all need to be able to post in this thing, right? Because
Okay.
Joe Ba's going to bring 4 or 5 topics for us. Roadblock's going to bring 4 or 5 topics for us. Billy's going to bring things. I'm going to bring things. You're going to bring things. And as a 2A community, we all bring things into this repository, right? And one person is dedicated to workouts. That's it. That's what you do. You do up downs, you do stretches, you do calisthenics, all that stuff. That is you. Another person works on survival tactics. Another person works on if you're a vegan and you need to find food, what can you eat in the wild? Let's take you outside and let's go find stuff. And Roadblock.
You know what? The brain cells are talking, everybody. The brain cells are talking.
And we'd be the first 2A channel to do this kind of thing. And
Community.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be just everyone just adding good stuff, good information, life knowledge, previous military experience.
So this is what I'll do. Tomorrow on my walk, I'm gonna run my mouth because I got the gift of gab.
That you do.
Hey, Rod,
I got to get the gab. I'm gonna run my mouth for about an hour and a half,
Okay.
and I'll send it to all you brothers.
Okay.
Billy got the skills for the logos and the editing and all that fancy schmancy stuff when he's free. 'Cause that's a hardworking brother.
A little bit.
And he on them YouTube streets all the time.
when you come down to the RGAs, meet
Pardon,
up with
young man?
Jason.
Yeah.
Meet with me and Jason at the RGAs.
Yeah, work.
Must do a little treadmill.
I don't know a lot about this bodybuilding stuff.
So
or this strength training stuff other than just living and staying active rather doing what. But the things I think I know how to do is
I'll run my mouth on IG tomorrow.
I know how to talk shit, yo. I can tell you how to do that.
Same here, fam.
We need one person that can do
Armel,
thumbnails.
you bring a
That's
lot
what they
of
do is they
when it
edit
comes
the
to
videos, split it
building
up, and sectionalize it, and they do thumbnails. Okay, so
see
we're
my
gonna
number?
this is going to be a lot of moving parts for this project, but I think it's going to be good for the community overall.
Gentlemen, I'll be right back.
Because once we break it up into foods you vegans, proteins, workouts, how do you recover faster when you like people that haven't worked out at all? That's just not their thing, but they want to start somewhere, right? They're going to be sore as like they got whooped up in the street by 10 dudes, right? The first time you go running and do all these calisthenics, how do you recover faster from that?
Yeah, and
Acids.
understanding that repetition before you know it, people will be asking for more. Tap in, shout out to Tap In. He got me on this push-up thing. Now I do 20 push-ups a day. regardless, early in the morning. That's how I kind of get myself going.
Yeah.
20 push-ups. I hit the gym. I do a half-hour workout every Thursday's only that I can't do it, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, I go to Planet Fitness and work out for a straight half hour, hard, no stopping, no resting, no nothing, and just little somethings like that came from somebody doing it on the channels, on Instagram or something like that. I said, yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna do that. Tap in, say, yo, do your push-ups every day. All right, cool. I'm gonna work toward maybe 50 or so sooner or later. But as for now, I'm knocking 20 out, no problem. The first couple times when me and Erica were doing it together, 10 was
Gorilla, dig a hole, bro.
10 was horrible.
Dig a hole. Get a pickaxe and dig a hole, bro. That's better than any push-ups you ever seen.
So what I end up doing on Instagram and what my boy does in Toledo, he started this shit a long time ago, is on your stories on your Instagram, you check in, like you at the gym, you get done with your workout, you put your fist out at the mirror, you check in, and you tag everybody that's a part of this. So something about Sophia, Tap In, Night Lion, a whole lot of people, like my dudes back home, like I'll tag them saying, hey, I just did my workout. How about you? And then they get that tag, and then they go to the gym, and then they'll hit me up like I got mine in. So it's all about, it's holding everybody accountable. Like, hey, I see you doing your thing. We've been doing this for about a year and a half now, but every day. Man, I may take a day off for it. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna tap in next time. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna tap in because I be liking how y'all be doing that shit. I be like, I'm like, I want to tap in.
It's holding your brother and your sister accountable, and like something about Sophia hit me up the other day. She was just like, "Thank you for keeping me involved in this. Like, I really appreciate it." And I'm just like, it's nothing. Mm-hmm. Like, it's nothing to hold your people accountable, to make them hold themselves accountable to do something healthy because literally what you just said, Billy, 30 minutes. That 30 minutes is paramount. That's essential because a lot of people don't do shit.
Yeah. A Roadblock. One thing also.
I don't go, bro. I can't. I ain't been in years.
Yeah, to include holding me accountable. Sometimes we have to give that boost of encouragement to help people out. Sometimes, you don't want to get up and go and do it. Like, hey, man, this morning, what's going on?
I feel you.
But yeah, Roadblock, issue a video every day, and say, hey, this is Roadblock. I'm up working out, and
he does that.
What are you doing right now? And
I do.
Yeah, right.
Don't talk.
I may not do it every day because literally I don't want to go work out every day. I don't. But my philosophy is, once you in there, you might as well do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you don't want to be in there, once you, what'd you say?
Pops workout.
Does my pops work out?
Did he back in the days?
No, man. My dad is the most unathletic person in the freaking world. He sing the blues. That's what he do. He be on stage. That's his workout.
Here's my challenge to myself. I'm gonna show up to RGA's next year, and I'm gonna be wearing a medium shirt like Roadblock.
There it is.
Hey, don't you only gonna be in that motherfucker looking like Winnie the Pooh out his bed.
I don't want to see your belly though at the bottom of it. I don't want to see your belly at the bottom of it though. Man. I want you to be your whole torso needs to be in that shirt. That whole torso need to be in that shirt.
But that's a good goal, man. I told Roadblock, I don't mean this in no fucked up way, but I told RGG and Zach, I said, bro, by next year, I said, I want to make Roadblock look small. I swear to God, I said this.
But look, hold on. Huh? Dude, that's your dad. You got the genetics.
The thing is just understanding what it means to be part of a community where you can actually make a goal out of somebody that you know on a health level, you know, on a not a strength level, but an appearance level, because you impact people. And as little as maybe, you know, some people think it's no big deal. I just work out or whatever. You impact people. You personally gave me a focus where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? How I want to get, you know, physically and mentally, having that drive to continue to do it, to go every day. Simple shit like that, man. And like what Odin's saying, once you get community wrapped up in that same thought, you know, it's not gonna work for everybody, but as long as it works for a few, man, and we enlighten each other, we uplift each other, you know, just like Sophia hit you. You don't think Sophia paying too attention to what you saying and doing, but when they say, "Yo, listen, man, I appreciate you," you know, motivating me, it is big.
Right. So that goes along with the whole prepping thing. You got to prep your mind, you got to prep your body, and you have to prep your future. And whether it's
your soul, man.
Yeah, whether it's your pantry, it's your med kit, it's your everything around your house, you know, being tactically ready, you know, having a plan, all that is prepping. At the base level, it is literally a plan. It's a prep, right? So, but until you learn how to use it and execute it, that's another problem. And that's where the family comes together, you know, and then we teach each other and we practice it. And, you know, maybe one day we start throwing up weekend, you know, YouTubes on, hey, this is how to, you know, transition weapons faster. It may not work for you, but this is how I do it, right? And we do part-times, you know. We hit the timer, 3 to 5 second randoms, draw your firearm, transition, and you come out with the rifle, right? So, and then you're doing a reload with that too. So, emulating a failure on the magazine or something, or in the firearm. But everyone behind you is going to start doing that as well. And then they're going to upload their videos behind you and say, hey, Odin, I got you by 3/4 of a second.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, damn it.
But I
got to come back and I got to beat you, right? So that's going to be how many hundreds of repetitions to get that video just to beat you, right? So I'm going to issue that new video, and everyone else is going to be trying to catch up with us, right? And there's going to be some people that beat us naturally because that's what they do for a living. They're going to be fast. Mm-hmm. But it brings us all up to that next level together. And that goes for drying meats. That goes for learning how to seal bags, like prep foods properly so they don't spoil when you seal them. You know, a lot of people don't know how to vacuum seal. And you know, what preservatives can you put on food or in jars or in cans or whatever to properly store your food for long term, you know? When you're bugging out, how much weight can you actually carry? And how far can you carry it, you know? And a lot of people don't think about that. They have all this stuff they've amassed and they don't know how to pack it and they don't know how to hump it, you know? So that's itself, right? So you got to remember your firearm, your ammo, your water, your sleeping bag, your dry socks, like everything comes into play, right? Can you make a tent out of a tarpaulin? Do you know how to tie knots? That's one big skill that a lot of people are lacking, is how to tie proper knots. So again, as we start this channel as a family, I think it's going to be a great deal because it's going to be a repository. And everyone can come in and learn and give, and you know, it's going to take on its own life, I think. So yeah.
Hey, so two things, Odin, and you just said it, still sharpens still, right? That's across the boards. And then like going back to like the bug out bags and everything else, a lot of people don't know how to properly size a bag to their torso.
Right.
So you get people with bags that's too big for them and everything else. And it sucks. They're miserable walking with that.
Hurt themselves.
They're gonna wear their knees out, ankles,
Or even going back to your boots and your shoes. You know, you should be breaking in your boots or your shoes, whatever you're going to walk with, because
Shit.
if the first time you wearing them is when you're actually under load, they're gonna hurt your feet. You're not gonna want to do it. Then it goes back to like proper lifting techniques or proper shooting techniques. Well, what's the proper shoes to wear if you're going cross country or up mountainous terrain? So there's a lot to learn, and I think that you guys got a lot of knowledge, and you know people that have that knowledge that can touch on different subjects and kind of let it coalesce and just be fucking shit hot. Excuse my language. I know it's a family show.
You good? No, that simple understanding, and like you said, man, YouTube is a wonderful place to store information, to go there, to receive it, to give it, all that. But when it's familiar people, man, it hits different. You know what I'm saying? So like what Odin's saying, I really do think that us learning from each other and almost displaying our skills like we do with the firearms, the bragging points. You know what I'm saying? I don't shoot fast on video because I'm like, oh, I'm the baddest motherfucker around or whatever. There's people out here, that do this for a living. But I put out a video like, yo, I was banging them out because I expect my community to respond to that. I expect next time I see them, they're like, oh, you nice with yours or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So why not put the same energy in our health and our survival skills to be able to feed off each other in that same motion and support each other in that same motion? I think that's dope.
Hey, Billy, will you bring up Roger Tricker's comment?
Yep.
So, yeah, I think we seriously need to have a back channel chat about how to bring this thing to life. And of course, it's going to be a lot of work in the front end until we get faster and better at doing it, But I bring people to it, Billy. Bring everybody that we can, all the professionals, because there's no bad idea. There's only good ideas that can be better, that can be made better, right? So, I mean, I don't know a lot of things about a lot of things, but what I do know, I'm really good at. So, Jova is a very
No, I ain't fine.
he has a wealth of knowledge, and just to be able to get on a video, and bring him up in the forefront, even if it was this channel, Billy, and we bring him up in the forefront and just let him talk about, packing, how to pack. Everyone, I want you to get pen and paper, and I want you to write, measure your torso. I want you to learn. I'm going to teach you how to pack a pack and where things should go, how to have a list and compartmentalize everything. And if they follow the list, then they can show their backpack, say, Jova, you've turned me on to something, I'm now going hiking with this pack on to see how far I can go, and I got the boots, you said, or, and, I'm hiking up these trails, and I went 7.4 miles today with this pack on that weighs, 63 pounds, but 63 pounds is with your firearm and everything else. Right?
Yeah.
So, but they packed it in their bag as it was weight. Right. Yeah. So I went 7.4 miles back and forth, and I never dreamed I could do this. And, thank you. I'm gonna wear these boots and I'm gonna take them off. And this is for hiking, I've broken them in right. And this is for that right time.
Yeah. So here's a cheat code for that right there. If you got a REI or you got like a reputable or legitimate outdoor place, you can go in there and they can measure your torso and they can tell you like what size pack you need and everything else. Now that also comes into play with body armor, because a lot of us will go out, we'll get body armor and it doesn't fit properly. It doesn't protect everything that it's supposed to protect. And you can have, ceramic, Light, Hollywood, fucking John Wick plates made out of Kevlar and everything else. But if you get shot in the pelvic girdle or in the hip because it's not coming down far enough, it does you no good. Right. And then like Odin, what you just said, now I got a way to tie all that stuff in because I got a pack. Now I'm walking up and down hills. And guess what I can do while I'm walking up and down hills? I can learn how to read a map. I can learn how to orienteer. I can start identifying some of the edible plants and the poisonous plants that's in my area. So you can tie all that stuff in and have what we call the military or in certain circles a capstone exercise. You know what I mean? And you can measure against yourself to get better. And then it's just like, hey, Odin, I did 10 miles a day with all my kit weighed out at 65 pounds. I did it in 3 hours. Like, man, you slow. I did this. All right. 2 months from now, you know, like, hey, man, I did it in 1 hour and 45 minutes. I see you getting better. You know, you might want to lose a little bit of weight, you know?
Right.
So all that stuff is like that friendly competition. Just don't get something by Sophia in it because she's always out there grinding.
Beasting.
So it'd be really even cooler if you could bring your brethren along with you, you know, and you know you're marching together basically with packs on, right? So again, it's a good time to, you know, sit around and talk and, you know, talk about map skills. You can sit down and say, okay, where are we? Well, we're not going to use a regular map right now. We're going to bring out the topographicals. Who's got one of those? And you just look at the lay of the land. You know, you have to figure out where you are. So, you know, we're exactly right here at this point, you know, and everyone concurs. All right, let's go. You know, where are we going next? So, yeah, just, you know, but I think having something, if no one will join me in walking with my plate carrier on and exercising, you know, because that needs to be something you wear every day. It just, you need to train with it, you know. You need to get up, put your plate carrier on, and literally start moving with weight on, because that's what you're going to be carrying when you're bugging out anyway. Why not practice it, you know? So yeah, if I can get people to, you know, start working out with me with my plate carrier on and running and, you know, doing calisthenics and learn how to do dead man lifts, learn how to pick up people that are down, you know, and haul those people for a short distance, you know, get them out of danger, apply tourniquets and, you know, how do you apply a tourniquet if your right arm is down and you're right-handed?
Yeah.
You know, can you do that left-handed? And, you know, is your tourniquet sitting on your shoulder in a, you know, a spare tourniquet or in your chest somewhere, you know, that you can grab it with your left hand and start working. It's just skills we don't practice, but as a 2A community, we should know, you know, and we're going to have a lot of military experts come in, I think. And I think as this channel grows, we're going to see the creme de la creme start to come in here, and they're going to give us a wealth of information, you know, and it'll be the first of its kind. I think. I don't know of any channel like this that's literally a repository of training, of learning, you know. And if it's all
and
broken nice on the channel, then, you know, it's going to be, I think it's going to get a lot of views. And you know what that means? It's monetization, right? But take that money around and you fund training camps and gear and, you know, new things you can show on the channel. So say, Jova, I want you to show, you know, 4 different types of boots this week, but I'm gonna send you the boots. You know, it comes from the funds on the channel. You know, Carl, I want you to do X, and, you know, I'm gonna send this to you because, you know, it's paid for by, you know, our monetization on the channel. So it again helps us because we get to do a review and we get to bring knowledge that forward of something else that we wouldn't normally do because we didn't have it, you know. So
let's get some talks. Let's get some like you said, some backstage talks. I'm gonna let everybody else go because I gotta deal with the puppies really quickly. But man, this was great. Like I said, man, this was motivational, and I hope that we trigger some changes in you know what we're doing as a community, because I know it kind of, you know, might be a little off from what we initially started with, but it all wraps back around because communities taught each other how to survive in generations prior to ours. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest balls that's been dropped, I think, within our last 30, 40 years is the ability to learn from people in your own community. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be a hell of great idea for us to set something up that we can all we can all contribute to.
So as a personal goal, Billy, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it a personal goal not to turn on my TV for 2 weeks. And every time I want to watch TV, I'm gonna go work out. I don't care if I do, 150 jumping jacks or gassers or whatever. Go run. That's what I'm gonna start doing, because I'm pretty much an office chair potato. I'm always looking, designing something, but I'm guilty. I have a lot of faults, and I am human. So yeah, it's my goal. But this has inspired me, and I'm gonna keep bringing ideas at you guys. I know I seem crazy sometimes, but there's a method to my madness behind there in the back somewhere. But I just got to get it out.
Yeah.
I just got to get it out. And when it does come out, it's usually pretty cool. So yeah. But yeah, thank you for doing this, Billy.
No doubt. Well, let's keep up. Let's keep that fire burning.
Yeah.
Let's stick on it. And honestly, folks, listen. If the possibility now, I don't want to change too many people's lifestyles, but there's 40 some odd people in here. Think about it. Tomorrow, when you go to turn on the television, stop. Do something. Do some jumping jacks. Do some push-ups. Spend 5 minutes before you cut that TV on, real quick.
Well, people need to watch the news.
Oh, thank you. Spend 5 minutes. Do something physical. Dedicate yourself to it, and be proud of what you just did. And then go watch TV. You know what I'm saying? But right before you do it, man, say, let me give my community 5 minutes. I think that'll be dope. I'm talking to you, Gina. Yo, like I said, man, it was amazing for y'all hanging out with us. Shout out to everybody that came up and dropped some dope ass knowledge on the panel. Y'all enjoy the evening. Enjoy this Monday. We got 4 more days to go. Odin, I'll see you in a couple days if I'm right. Still
Yes,
rocking
sir.
with us? Yeah.
I will be there Thursday. I'll come in late Thursday. But yeah, you'll definitely see me Friday, Saturday.
Good deal.
Yeah, I'll be on the floor.
Perfect. All right, man. Y'all enjoy the evening. We'll talk to y'all soon.